Welcome to Lingua Wire English B1. Today we have two stories. One about a US politician supporting Hungary's former leader, and another about a new legal case in Australia about deepfake videos. Follow us to practice your English every day with the latest episode. For transcripts and comprehension quizzes, visit linguawire.com. I'm here with Sarah, Lingua Wire's European politics correspondent. Sarah, what happened with the US Vice President J.D. Vance and Hungary's election?
J.D. Vance visited Hungary just 5 days before their election. He supported the current Prime Minister, Viktor Orbán, who lost the election in a big way to the opposition party called TISA.
What did Vance say about Orbán after the loss?
Vance said Orbán was a great guy and did a very good job. He also said Orbán was one of the few European leaders who stood up to the European Union's bureaucracy in Brussels.
Why did Vance visit Hungary before the election? Was it normal for a US politician to do that?
It was unusual. Vance wanted to show support for Orbán's campaign, but the new leader, Péter Magyar, said foreign countries should not interfere in Hungary's elections.
What is the new situation now after the election?
Orbán will stay as Prime Minister for now, but only in a temporary role. Magyar, the opposition leader, wants to become Prime Minister soon, maybe by May 5 or even earlier. The President of Hungary will meet with party leaders to decide when to start the new parliament and choose the next Prime Minister.
Why does this matter for Hungary and international relations?
Because Hungary is an important NATO member and the US wants to keep good relations with the new government. Also, Orbán's loss may change Hungary's position in Europe, especially with the EU.
Is there anything surprising or unusual in this story?
Yes, the new Prime Minister, Magyar, called the president a puppet of Orbán's government. That is a strong word showing political tension. Also, Magyar plans to talk on public radio and TV before officially becoming Prime Minister, which is unusual.
What will happen next in Hungary's government?
The President, Tamás Sullyok, will decide when to call the new parliament. He must recommend the next Prime Minister by May 12th. Magyar wants this to happen soon and then wants the President to resign. But the President's office says he will not resign.
How does the US view the new Hungarian government?
Vance said the US will work very well with the new government. Even though he supported Orbán, he respects the election result and wants good relations with Magyar's government.
Thank you, Sarah, for explaining this important political change in Hungary. Now I'm with Adam, Lingua Wire's technology and law correspondent. Adam, can you tell us about this deepfake pornography case in Australia?
Yes, Daniel. A 19-year-old man named William Hamish Yates pleaded guilty to creating deepfake porn. This is the first case under a new Australian law that makes it illegal to create or share fake sexual images without permission.
What exactly is deepfake pornography?
Deepfake pornography uses artificial intelligence to change videos or images to show people in sexual situations they were never in. It often targets women and girls and is a growing problem online.
What new details do we have about this case?
Yates admitted 4 offenses, including creating or changing sexual images without consent and sharing them on social media. He shared images of the victim on several accounts on the platform X, which used to be called Twitter.
Why is this case important for Australia and other countries.
It is the first time the new national law is used, showing the government is serious about stopping this kind of abuse. Experts say deepfake porn has increased by 550% since 2019, and 98% of deepfake videos online are pornographic, mostly showing women and girls.
What could happen next in this case?
Yates will return to court in April for a hearing. The maximum punishment under the law is 7 years in prison. This case may also encourage other countries to make similar laws.
Is there anything surprising about the law or the case?
Yes, the law is very new, from 2024, and it shows how technology is changing the law. Also, Australia's internet regulator is trying to ban apps that create fake nude images, called nudify apps, which is a new challenge for the law.
How did the court change the charges against Yates?
Yates was first facing 20 charges, but some were dropped after he pleaded guilty to 4 offenses. This shows the court is focusing on the most serious parts of the case.
Thank you, Adam, for this clear explanation of a new legal case about technology and privacy. Let's look at some useful words from the first story about Hungary's election. The theme is politics. First word, Prime Minister. This means the leader of the government in a country. In the story, Orbán was the Prime Minister, but he will soon be replaced by Magyar. Example, the Prime Minister will meet the President tomorrow. Second word, opposition. This means the political party or group that is not in power and tries to win elections. In Hungary, the opposition party, TISA, won the election. Example, the opposition asked for new laws in Parliament. Third word, Parliament. This is the group of people who make laws in a country. Hungary's new parliament will meet soon to choose the next prime minister. Example, the parliament voted to change the education system. Now, for our second part, let's learn a useful phrase from the second story about deepfake law. Pleaded guilty. Pleaded guilty means a person says they did the crime in court. We use it when someone admits they are responsible for breaking the law. Yates pleaded guilty to creating deepfake pornography. You can use it when talking about court cases or crimes. For example, she pleaded guilty to stealing the money. Or, the man pleaded guilty and will go to prison. That is all for today's language recap. Follow Lingua Wire for the latest daily episode and build your daily language habit with us.